Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Schlotthauer, and today I'll be presenting to you on the Walker Art Center Collection's digital library. I chose to present on this digital library because the physical gallery space of the Walker Art Center is located in my home state of Minnesota, specifically in the Lowry Hill neighborhood of Minneapolis, Minnesota. If you ever have a chance to visit in person, I definitely recommend it, but the digital library makes a great alternative. To give some background, the Walker Art Center started in 1879 as the private gallery of lumber baron T.B. Walker. On May 21st, 1927, T.B. Walker opened the Walker Art Galleries, which opened on the present site of the Walker Art Center. Singular model of multidisciplinary arts organizations and as a national leader for its innovative approaches to audience engagement. The Walker Arts Center focus on modern and contemporary art began in the 1940s. From the 1940s and throughout the 1960s, the Walker Art Center organized increasingly ambitious exhibitions that circulated to museums in the United States and abroad. The Walker's collections expanded to reflect crucial examples of contemporary artistic developments. Concurrently, performing arts, film, and education programs grew proportionately and gained their own national prominence throughout the next 3 decades. Today, the Walker is recognized internationally Today, the Walker Art Center ranks among the 5 most visited modern/contemporary art museums in the United States, and together with the adjacent Minneapolis Sculpture Garden, it attracts more than 700,000 visitors per year. The Walker Art Center Collection's digital library contains digitized versions of works held within the Walker Art Center collections. The mission of the Walker Art Center is to empower people to experience the transformative possibilities of the art and ideas of our time and to imagine the world in new ways. The Walker Art Center supports new and innovative art forms by presenting all facets of the artistic process. It also works to connect its activities with the needs and desires of the local community. The Walker Art Center collections fulfill this mission by curating a diverse interdisciplinary collection of modern and contemporary art. The digital library fulfills this purpose by making the collection's digitized works more accessible to a wider virtual audience. The user community of the DL includes international, national, and local visitors to the Walker Art Center. The digital library's user community also includes art researchers, students, and scholars, as well as art enthusiasts interested in modern and contemporary art. Funding for the Walker Art Center, and by extension the digital library, comes from the Walker Art Center's 4,880 members and donors, their 90 corporate foundation and government partners, and the voters of Minnesota through the Minnesota State Arts Board Operating Support Grant, thanks to a legislative appropriation from the Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Additional funding for the digital library comes from an American Rescue Plan grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities, awarded to the Walker Art Center in 2022. The Walker received this grant for the purpose of increasing public access to their collections. As such, funds from this grant were used to digitize and document more than 8,100 objects in the Walker Art Center collections. The digitized and documented resources were added to the digital library throughout the course of 2023 and are now accessible to the public. The Walker Art Center Collection's digital library contains almost 10,000 digitized works from the Walker's Visual Arts Permanent Collection. These works have been created by over 2,300 artists. Works from this collection reflect a diverse range of contemporary and modern artistic output, including painting, sculpture, photography, films, performances, books, artistic archives, artist books, and more. The digital library also contains pieces from several of the Walker Art Center's special collections. One of these special collections includes the Digital Arts Study Collection, which contains 28 pieces of web-based art. These pieces have been restored in partnership with Rhizome, an NYC-based arts organization that supports and provides a platform for new media art made with outdated web forms. The digital library also contains 335 digitized pieces from the Mercy Cunningham Dance Company's special collection. Artifacts in this special collection include decor and costumes, as well as posters, studies and models, photography, costume drawings, and many other artifacts and ephemera. In addition, this library contains 2,155 images of books held in the Rosemary Furtak Artist Book Collection. This special collection contains books by artists represented in the Walker Art Center's permanent collection, as well as books by local Minnesotan artists and artists working primarily with the book form. In addition to digitized pieces from the Walker Art Center's collections, this digital library also contains information about the Walker's non-digitized collections, specifically the Reuben Benston Moving Image Collection, as you can see on the screen here, and the Performing Arts Commissions Collection. Information on the Walker Art Center's library and archives can also be found within the digital library. While the library and archives are non-circulating and do not have digitized works within the digital library, information on both organizations can be found within the digital library, as well as contact information for staff for reference services purposes, and a link to the library catalog, as well as additional resources such as artist files, an exhibition chronology, and finding aids for specific resources. Finally, the digital library also includes the Living Collections Catalog, a fully online, ongoing serial publication that presents unique documents, original interpretation, and rich media resources about select artworks from the Walker Art Center collections. There are 4 volumes in the Living Collections Catalog. Each volume of the publication includes media-rich essays on broader themes, as well as in-depth investigations of specific works of arts and explorations of the Walker Art Center's acquisition strategy. As the Walker Art Center continues to expand their digital library and digitize and document more items within their collections, they hope to also expand the Living Collections Catalog as to add to a new model of catalog creation. Overall, the primary medium of the digital library are images with text descriptions. The images and descriptions within the digital library are linked to physical objects held in the Walker Art Center collections. Works in the digital library are primarily from the 20th and 21st centuries, but there are a few works from the 19th century as well. In addition to by collection, works in the digital library are also organized by artwork and by artist. To browse by artwork, one must press Browse Collection here, or go to the sidebar to press Browse All Artwork. When browsing by artworks, the collection is organized based on artwork type, decorative creation, whether the work has an image, and if the work is currently on view in one of the Walker Art Center's galleries. The following elements are included in the metadata for each work. That includes artist or artists, date, artwork, dimensions, medium, extension number, and credit line. Works that are subject to copyright also include the metadata element of copyright. When browsing by artists, the collection is organized by artists who have works in the digital library. To see works of specific artists that are in the digital library, the user must click on the image or name of the artist. From there, they will be taken to the artist's page within the digital library. The contents of the page include the artist's name, basic biographical information about the artist, and the works of the artist that can be found within the digital library. Overall, I found this digital library to be intuitive and well-designed, making it accessible for all kinds of users. Specifically, the digital library is easy for users of all skill levels to interact with. The visual design of the digital library is eye-catching and easy to read. That said, the lack of advanced search functionality is a drawback. While this digital library is a robust primer on the contents of the Walker Art Center collections, scholars and researchers looking for greater depth and specificity on the works held by the institution should consider visiting the Walker Art Center's libraries and archives in person. From my interactions with the digital library, I get the sense that it has been tailored more for art enthusiasts or those just beginning the research process. That all said, the digital library serves as a good educational tool for individuals interested in learning more about contemporary and modern art. I hope that if you have time, you check it out for yourself.